Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading. This is for December 15th and 16th. Just trying to catch up here because we're a day behind for Thailand, so I just want to be on schedule. So I'll still post tomorrow, same time, but I'll just catch up one day. So this is for today and tomorrow. And I'm going to do moving lines, so it's going to be 3 cards that are just kind of the steps or the movement, and it could be past, present, future, or it could be present into the future, or it could all be future. So I'll also draw 1 healing card and 1 overall message card, and then before I start I'll draw a Tree Magic Gillian Kemp. So we have prosperity, and it's the laburum tree, number 36, and it says, "Be vigilant and receptive. A golden treasure may have more potential than meets the eye." That's a little bit there. Okay, so first of all, we have 2 aces here. So this is both mastery and new beginnings. So the ace is really kind of like the pivotal point. It's both the beginning and the end, and it's the Fool, the new beginning, but then also the seed of potential, the mastery within an individual. So we have these two aces here. So we have this endings and new beginnings kind of coming in here with the first card is about divine birthing, kind of the universe is giving birth to something that people have a part in, and that you have a part in. And so there's some grander scheme of things. There's some major thing coming in for not just for you, but for everybody. It's like the universe needs something to happen, and it's going to use you as a vehicle along with other people and timing, and just kind of all the right ingredients and the right measures of everything to produce some piece of perfection that is a birthing of the universe. So that's the starting of this movement here. And then we have Da Vinci, which is the well-roundedness and the Renaissance man, the talents in all areas, really a very balanced and brilliant outpouring and creative process with not just one area of your life, but like all areas of your life. Very well-rounded production. So, and well-rounded achievement, really. It's like the mastery in all aspects of self, really. I mean, mastery in many works and many parts of your life are really abundant and fruitful right now. So it's interesting because we have this this birthing also going on with the universe, and then we have this individual kind of unfoldment and production here. So this is a smaller, it goes from the larger scale to the smaller scale, and then we move into kind of the life path, which is very very detailed, conscious. It's like the inner mind, the understanding and the unfoldment of the personal life path. So this is the blueprint of you, and then also it represents the 5th chakra. So it's the blueprint of you, and also the higher mind of an individual. And sometimes this can go into panic. Sometimes Quinta was, I just named her for the 5th chakra, but she was a chicken that she would get really frustrated with things, and really, she had a way she wanted things to go, and it just wasn't always exactly in alignment with her expectations. So she would get very frustrated, and then she'd be afraid of things a lot that didn't really make sense. It wasn't really grounded in the physical world. So this also has to do with kind of being at peace and comfort with the process of the universe and what life can offer you, and how we play our life, how we live our life, how we make our life our art and our science. We always need to look scientifically at our lives, why everything happens the way it happens, but then we also need to be the artists and make it beautiful, and make the best of everything, but be okay with the fact that we cannot control anyone else. We can't control all the people on planet Earth. We can't control who everybody is and how they're going to act and what they're going to do. We can only know it and do our best with it, and be a part of the whole play, the whole process of growth and evolution for everybody. So we can only be a part of that. We cannot control it. So it's about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture also, and really making sense of what might not be working, and embracing that and understanding how it can work for us. And we do have our healing card with Kachinas here, and Kachinas has to do with also divine timing and synchronicities, and really not understanding why things happen, but things happen the way they happen for a reason, and we just have to have that faith. It's about the nature spirits and the flows of life and energy and timing and mind, and how all of it is being coordinated, and being in the flow with that, and being okay with the flow of that. And whatever might come up or surprise us, really, again, trusting that there's a higher purpose and a higher reason for all of that. So it's interesting. These 3 cards are really similar in this aspect, where we have some divine plan, some higher power at work that we are a tool for, or we are really having to embrace in terms of what is and what is happening, yet at the same time having that faith that it's what is meant to be happening, and happening for a very good reason when you step back and see the larger picture. But we do have this this brilliance and this production going on here. Really, Da Vinci was so wise. He really just had this incredible knowledge and wisdom from life, but then he also just had a very clear eye. He had clear vision and really saw things for what they were, and really brought that truth and light to people through his works, and just, you know, his brilliance really served everybody. So so we have this again, this new beginning and kind of seeding process here, and kind of wrapping up of old energy. I mean, this is really a renewal here of energy, and mastery, also mastery of the universe and mastery of the individual. And then we have this universe working here for all of this, and maybe there's some doubts and fears or something that we need to step back and see the bigger picture of, because you know, we all have our dreams for our destiny and the life we want to live, and it never ever plays out exactly as we want, but it usually loops back around and comes back around, and there's important side steps and side paths that we need to take that add more to the larger grand scheme of everything when we get back to living out our dreams. So there's kind of basically here we have some type of higher learning going on with the fifth chakra coming into play here. And then we have our overall message card being Dahlia. And Dahlia has to do with really connecting to our roots and understanding our sense of belonging in the world based on our personal, individual, family roots, our cultural roots, and also our spiritual roots. Our you know, our kidney energy almost, you know, it's like the kidney energy is the really personal sense of self in its fine nature, you know, in its unique and fine nature, in the setup, or in terms of the I'm not sure the setup, but the ingredients that we need. You know, it's like we come as a package deal. We are born into this world with a little package deal of our genetics, of our behavior, of our personality, of our background, of our roots. And this is not just in this physical world. It's also in our, you know, spiritual world, in our, you know, in our formation, the very formation of, you know, our fetus as we have begun, that you know, that again, that blueprint that we have here. This is like the mind that lives out, but Dahlia is really kind of like the key ingredients or structure of that. So we also she also has to do with feeling a little bit left out, or feeling a little bit like not, you know, not completely attaining everything as envisioned, you know, or not feeling like a complete harmonious connection and bond with everybody and everything that we want to have. So really, Dahlia has to do with when we feel that way, connecting to ourselves and connecting to our root. And this is our overall message card. So, you know, it's not the healing card. The healing card is that everything's happening for a reason, and it's happening for us, and the spirits of nature are working for us, whether we see it or not. But the message card here is that in any way that we may feel marginalized or left out, we have to understand why that's happening, that is not personal to us. And then also what is what we can take personally about us in terms of our genetic makeup or in terms of our personal makeup that people have a hard time relating to, that's different, that people don't know how to take. And really just being aware of that, whatever it is that people might be having a hard time to take, and being okay with that, and understanding that that this is something that other people need to work on for themselves. Like we all kind of come in as teachers for one another. We're all teachers for everybody. Everybody in your life is teaching you something. I mean, there's always things that you learn from all individuals. And so this has to do with what is it that people are learning from you, and then also understanding maybe whatever is coming in between you and another, having to do with kind of the lack of understanding of that background, of that makeup, So, and just being okay with it, and always when we see what is, we can embrace it and work with that. But we really have to acknowledge it and embrace it, and then we can work with it from there. So, again, we have a chicken eating the grass here, but we have prosperity coming in here, and this is also a renewal card, a very strong renewal card. And it says, be vigilant and receptive. A golden treasure may have more potential than meets the eye. So, I mean, stepping back and looking at this reading, there's a lot of almost mystery that is taking hold of our life right now and doing things with us as a part of the larger mysterious unfolding of the universe. So it's like we have this something above and beyond us really working right now, and it's so above our heads, it's so beyond our comprehension that sometimes we feel a little uncomfortable with it, or we're not sure of it. And but it's saying that it is very much meant to be a part of our life, and very much meant to be important stepping stones for us, and important contracts and agreements and events that need to play themselves out for the larger good of everybody. And the message, the overall message is don't forget your uniqueness, what it is that makes someone interact with you differently than the person sitting next to you, and just really remembering who you are, and don't forget that, because that's why the person is a little bit different towards the person sitting next to you than they are towards you, and don't forget those little secrets. You don't want to get caught up with the fact that they're behaving differently. It's just really having that understanding of who you are that is different from the other person sitting next to you, and also who that person is who's interacting with both of you. Why they might feel more comfortable with the person sitting next to you than they are with you. And that comfort, it always has to do with the difference. It's interesting how it's true in the racial thing that we're all trying to get past. People do feel more comfortable with their own race. The chickens feel more comfortable with their own breed. It's just the way it is, and I don't know why, but they do. And I'm a little unusual. I always feel more comfortable with like the different. I think I feel very comfortable with the mind and the emotions of people way more than a physical level. So that's why I tend to, I don't know, it doesn't really work quite the same it does on a subconscious level for normal people. But normal people, you go to school Anyway, sorry the camera just shut off, but really, they've done so many studies on the situation that, you know, you go to a school and certain kids, the different races kind of stick together, and it's just because people feel more comfortable with the common background, and they have a way to identify with each other. And you know, chickens do that too. They stick with their own breed because they feel more comfortable. And the weird thing is chickens don't really look in the mirror, so I don't even know how they know what they look like and what they're going with. So there's even a deeper sense that has nothing to do with the physical, but there's almost like an energetic or a comfort of commonality in the genetic makeup, in the personality, in the background. That is felt. So, and it really has no reflection on the true bond, the true connection between two people. But when you feel that feeling of being left out, just really acknowledging just the subconscious comfort level, and it's true. We you know, people. I mean, there's so many times, like, I'll be in the room, you know, just nervous habits. How hard is it for us to break nervous habits, you know? I mean, I have this finger cracking thing. I crack my knuckles. It's my nervous habit, and it's very hard for me not to do that when I'm uncomfortable. And that's the same thing as this Dahlia card, the superficialities of things, where people are just kind of subconsciously doing something because it's comforting, or there's some familiar, I don't know, there's something there that is calming to them, and it's that, you know, it's almost like when in a place of vulnerability, we you know, find the strength in our familiarity of things, and kind of latch onto that and do something to make ourselves feel a little more comfortable, whether we even really want to do that or not. I mean, I don't want to crack my fingers, but I do. You know, it's just, I don't even notice it until I'm halfway through cracking them. You know, I mean, it's just we just kind of have these unconscious habits to make ourselves feel comfortable, and that's what the message of Dahlia is, and just to, you know, reach back into your own roots and your own personality, and just being comfortable with yourself and with everybody else, and understanding that this is something that we're all really becoming conscious of and moving out of, but it still happens. So just be aware of it, and don't, you know, take it to heart. So anyway, but prosperity is coming in, and we have beautiful birthing and movement of very, very good things. So anyway, just be patient, and I will see you all again tomorrow for the reading for the 17th. Take care.